Good morning and welcome to All Indiana Politics. I'm Garrett Bergquist in for Phil Sanchez. Democratic governor candidate Jennifer McCormick has barely 2 weeks to convince party delegates to endorse her preferred running mate, Terry Gooden. Gooden will have to overcome votes from his legislative days against same-sex marriage and access to abortion services. I sat down with both candidates to talk about their push to recruit delegates and Gooden's vision for the office. And joining us now are Democratic nominee for governor, Dr. Jennifer McCormick, and her preferred running mate, former state representative Terry Gooden. Welcome to you both.
Hey.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So, Dr. McCormick, let's begin with you. You spent a couple of months vetting potential candidates for lieutenant governor. What was it about Representative Gooden's resume that put him over the top? Welcome back to All Indiana Politics as we welcome in two members of Indiana's best political team, Democrat Kip Tu and Republican Tom John. Let's begin with the CNN debate simulcast live here on Wish TV. Tom, several analysts going into this said this would be more about performance than talking points. Will what we saw on Thursday night change anyone's minds? Kip, I want you to briefly address that another option issue, but also a number of Democrats, including yourself, have said President Biden didn't do well in that debate. Now, we're still 4 months out from the election. Does that give Biden time to recover, and how does he do that? Now, Kip, performance aside, what sort of policy insights can we gather from Thursday's debate? Tom, the next debate is in 4 months. How do you think what we saw on Thursday will influence what we see at that debate, both from the candidates and from the moderators? Now, speaking of elections, a new poll of nearly 1,300 Indiana voters found a nearly 30-point net unfavorability rating for Mike Braun. Jennifer McCormick had a 6-point net favorable rating. Now, we should point out this poll was conducted by a group that supports candidates who favor greater access to abortion services, though respondents were split nearly equally among Republicans and Democrats. Tom, this was a fairly large sample for a state-level poll. How worried should Braun be about those numbers? Kip, to that point, nearly half of the respondents in that poll said they had not heard of Jennifer McCormick. Is that a problem at this stage in the election?
People get to know Jennifer.
Kip, I've got about 20
like
seconds left here. Tom, I want to give you a chance to briefly respond here.
Yeah, Mike Braun raised more than $1 million on Monday. I doubt McCormick raises that in the campaign. And when Mike tells his story and his vision for the state, it's going to be a pretty clear contrast. I think it's not going to be close in November.
All right. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your insight. We'll be right back.